On today's show,
we've reached the quarter mark of the season, so it's time for some NBA market analysis.
Which teams are undervalued? Who's become a blue chipper? Which new acquisition has provided Q1 dividends?
And we've got some leftover stuffing in this week's Top 10 Plays.
It's Friday, December 1st. The starter starts now.
Good evening, sweet world, and welcome to The Starters. Whether you're joining us live right now on NBA TV or catching us later on YouTube, we're very, very happy to have you. I'm Jay Skeets, and alongside me, as always, that's Tas Melis.
Happy Friday.
To his right, the international man of mystery, taking it to the max, Lee Ellis.
Friend.
Lily, and last, certainly not least, over yonder, that's the bearded one. That's Trey Kirby.
Hey, yo!
Trey, what's up, man?
Well, I'm here at the internet looking for your best tweets at hashtag The Starters. And earlier today, we recorded our podcast, The Drop, which you can listen to on our website or Apple Podcasts or wherever you get your podcasts. But anyways, once we got to firing the pun gun, the category was NBA Yacht Rock.
Ron Baker Street.
He's a Kevin lover.
Fleetwood Shelvin Mac.
Oh, that's so good.
I can't go for that. I can do. What was that guy's name?
I can yacht rock to that.
We had some fun times. And afterwards, the tweets started rolling in with more great NBA Yacht Rock suggestions like this from our friend Dan Bailey, who suggested Kenny the Jet Loggins. That's a classic. Kenny Pickett with Yao Mo Be There. Also great, but my favorite I've seen so far comes from John Laxa, who went with, if you like bimbo coladas. Remember Bimbo Coles? What a guy. But anyways, here's where you come in. Tweet us your favorite hashtag NBA Yacht Rock songs, artists, lyrics, whatever it is. Tweet it with hashtag NBA Yacht Rock or hashtag The Starters. I'll see it either way, and we'll check them out a little bit later. Keep it smooth.
Yeah, I like these.
Yeah, what a
smooth
jam
tunes
right
we're
now.
hearing here. All right, on tonight's show, Tass is going to hand out the worst of the week honors. We got the top 10 plays from the week. We got a VSP, but we start by reaching a little bit of a milestone with the NBA season. We've reached the quarter mark of the NBA season, which means it's time for the Starters Q1 quarterly report, where we dive in to some key NBA market analysis. Trey, my man, you have an NBA portfolio once again, and you turn to us here for some advice.
And let me tell you something, there's no nobility in NBA poverty. I've cheered for the worst team in the league, and I've cheered for the greatest team of all time. And let me tell you, I'm choosing great every time. So guys, give me the great. What undervalued team should I buy stock in right now?
You can make some bucks with the Bucks. I think they're a little bit undervalued. They're 11-9. They are 7-3 since the Bledsoe trade, and they're a top 5 defense since Bledsoe took the floor. Now, I don't think there's going to be a huge ROI here, not huge return on investment, because they're a playoff team right now. I think they can fight for the top 4 spots, along with the greats, I think, are the Cleveland, Boston, and Toronto for sure up there. But Milwaukee, I like how they're infighting. I don't mind that Giannis Antetokounmpo is getting it on with Sean Sweeney. I do believe they're taking their job seriously, and that 7-3 mark is good. They can play small cap, they can play large cap. I think this team is good and is just being overlooked because all anyone's talking about, that Cavs winning streak, the Pistons playing a little bit more higher than expected, the Pacers even, the Celtics start obviously. So the Bucks, I think, will get up there. It's not a stock, more so it's a bond because
Money Melons.
It's a lot.
cap,
You're
small
not
cap. Who is
losing
this
money
guy?
on this thing. You're not losing money.
That's a good pick, Milwaukee. You agree with that one? You got someone
I
else?
like that one, but for a long-term investment, I'm playing the long game here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
A team with good young prospects is the Los Angeles Lakers. They've been down. This stock used to be sky high, and now it's rock bottom. But get in while you can. I like their young assets. They're not going to win the championship this year, okay, but maybe in a few years, if everything sort of continues to grow and to build as they have, they've got plenty of cap space next year. They may even have their own draft pick next season as well. They've got assets they can move around to increase their portfolio. Does that sound like a money sort of term to say that?
It sounds like you're talking about money, kind of.
But good young coach. I think this team is on the way up. Get in now while you can before. Once the Lakers start getting good again, you won't be able to get into that stock.
How important is this Lakers stock, though, with a big name free agent coming into the mix? Be it, a LeBron or a Paul George or one of the other big free agents, into the offseason. How important is that?
Well, it is important, but they've got the cap space to do it,
Yep.
and they've got the appeal of Los Angeles, the Lakers, and Magic Johnson's going to be there. He's going to be selling that franchise to that player. If LeBron goes, you know that he's probably going to bring someone else there with him as well. So I see a long-term, fantastic outlook for this team.
For me, undervalued. We talked about them. on yesterday's show, it got awkward at times talking about them, but I'm sticking with the OKC Thunder. They're down right now. People are selling left and right. Oh, no, they can't make it work with these 3 superstars. Oh, they got to fire their coach. They're 8-12, but as I said yesterday, they have a point differential of a team that should be 12-8. They've had some brutal losses, no doubt, but they're playing much better, truly are, than their record indicates right now. They have the 3rd best defense. If I wore hats, that is something I would hang it on. That means something. I think the offense will eventually come around here. Maybe it will take the firing of a coach in Billy Donovan. I don't think it will, but I think they're better, of course, than their 12-8 record. They're going to be a team come playoff time that's going to be in the playoffs, and one you probably don't want to be matched up with in the first round.
We've given them the 20 game, the sort of benchmark. How many more games now do you need to see before you start seeing real progress?
Yeah, I mean, I think you get to the All-Star break, and they would have to be in the playoff mix, and you'd hope that they're, beating teams that they should beat. They should be beating teams like the Mavericks and the Magic. That was the weird part. They had just beaten the Warriors. That was probably their best game of the season, and then they put up the 3 duds there to the Pistons, Mavs, and who did I just say?
They lost to
I just said
Orlando.
Thank you. And that was the brutal one. So, I got money on my mind. I can't keep it all straight. But those are undervalued here. Let's keep it going with overvalued.
Money on his mind, no hats on his head. Skeets, you're undervaluing how good you're looking to have. But anyways, 1 minute you're up $500 million in soybeans, and the next, boom, your kids aren't going to college and they've repossessed your used Jetta station wagon. Guys, I can't go bust. So tell me, which overvalued team should I sell right now?
I find this difficult to answer, but I'm going to go with the Portland Trail Blazers. I know Blazers fans are going to get very upset. They're a passionate fan base. They're 13-9 right now, and they have the 2nd best defense in the league, which is phenomenal, especially when they were missing their best defensive player in Al-Farouq Aminu there for a good 13 of the 22 games. The reason I'm picking them is simply their schedule. Look at who they've played. It's been the easiest schedule in the league by a mile. They played the Suns twice, the Kings twice, the Grizzlies twice, the Nets twice. They've only beaten 5 teams over 500. The Pacers, Nuggets, Knicks, the Wizards without Wall, and the Pelicans basically without Anthony Davis, who only played 5 minutes in that game. Their best win has come against the Toronto Raptors. Their best opponent. They came in a loss to the Raps. It just comes down to the schedule. I want to see them play the big dogs in this league and see how truly good they are. So
but their defense is great.
Their defense is
Let me
phenomenal.
grab that hat.
Yeah,
hang it on.
Hang it on. Man.
That has been really impressive.
It has, but let's see if they can do it against the elite teams in this league. They just haven't had to play them yet. And I know you can only play whoever's in front of you, so that's why I'm going to sell, though, because it's quite high right now, I think.
I'm going to take the Detroit Pistons. Similarly, I think they're going to be a very good team, but I think their value is at its highest right now. They're 2nd in the East. I do not think they finish 2nd in the East. They're on pace for 57 wins. I don't think they get close to that. 50 wins would be fantastic. So take those capital gains and run. That's it. I think this is a very good team. I do not think these guys are phony whatsoever. I do think that Andre Drummond has grown back into that player we saw in 15-16. I think Tobias Harris has hit another level, although 47% from the 3-point mark is probably going to come down a bit. But I do believe in this team. But if we're talking dollars here, this is their high point. I think this is it. 2nd in the East, I think, is a little too high.
Trey, next one.
All right, I missed out on Facebook. It's too late for Bitcoin. Even the playing with kids' toys on YouTube market is overcrowded and over creepy. I need the next superstar investment, guys. Which player has already made himself a blue chipper this season?
Some prospects deliver a lot, but then they fail to live up to that promise. Ben Simmons, he has been worth the wait and more for the Philadelphia 76ers. Last season, injured, real disappointment. This year, it looks like he was playing somewhere last year because he doesn't look like a rookie. He's not nervous out there. He's putting up incredible numbers. We know there was a knock on his shooting ability, which is true, but he's still shooting over 50% from the field, which is incredible for a guy who is considered to not have a mid-range jump shot. The Sixers, it's been a bad time last 3 or 4 years there. Now with Embiid, Ben Simmons growing as well, things are definitely looking up.
That's what's wild. Maybe it took 31 games last year for Joel Embiid to prove that he was a blue chipper, and it took Ben Simmons all of 20 games here.
And Simmons, I'll just say one thing. It's not just the offensive end where he's doing it.
Yeah.
Defensively, he can defend his man very, very well. He knows how to read those passing lanes. He knows how to get steals, interceptions. He's got a very good court awareness for a young guy.
The mountain man, Ben Golliver of SI, already pointing out that Ben Simmons is getting the Lee Jenkins SI article and the comparisons to LeBron. I mean, that's a big thing. You get the Lee Jenkins article 20 games in to your NBA season, that's something. So I like that pick.
I just watched the highlights of Ben Simmons' rookie month on the NBA's Twitter account. I didn't believe them. I mean, it looks like he has been playing for a couple years, and It's rookie month, but it really is 6 weeks. But still,
Yeah.
I mean, it is pretty impressive.
Is there anyone
obviously.
else that you would go here?
March 30th, I'm just bringing this up. 7 months ago, we were talking about the best players under 25 years of age right here at this desk. The 4 guys we mentioned, Towns, Anthony Davis, Giannis, and Devin Booker.
Yep.
We didn't talk about Kristaps Porzingis at all. I think if we went back, Kristaps Porzingis would probably kick out Devin Booker, maybe Karl Anthony Towns. He would be among the top 2 or 3 because he worked his butt off in the offseason. #muscle watch, watching those workout videos. You can't move the guy now. Really, he can get to wherever spot he wants, and he'll find a way to do it. Quite often, teams are going small. They're playing guys who are 6'11", 6'10", 6'9" on him just because he's 7'3". I mean, there aren't a lot of guys who can match up. You can't throw Boban Marjanovic on him. And he's big enough and strong enough to find his space and find his shot. The numbers are nuts. 26 points, getting to the line 7 times. That is superstardom.
Yep.
Shooting 84% from there, 40% from three-point line. He's there. And, we didn't think that March 30th he wasn't even part of the conversation a short 7 months ago, but the offseason and maybe just a new season in Nick Land has changed things.
And he might be made of rubber after the scare with the ankle there. And it looked like he broke it. And he's like, no, I could play again if you want me to. So that's good news. All right, Trey, final one.
Well, like your grandma's favorite actor Clark Gable once said, it's an extra dividend when you like the girl that you've fallen in love with. So guys, which offseason acquisition is already paying dividends by making their team fall in love with them?
The Toronto Raptors have always relied on isolation ball and their guard play. And Dwayne Casey was here in June and he said, we're going to try and shoot the three-point shot. And the big 3, Serge Ibaka, Kyle Lowry, and DeMar DeRozan have sacrificed a combined 10 shots this season because they're trying to find those three-point shooters. And their best three-point shooter is CJ Miles. CJ Miles just gets out there and chucks, and it's great for them. He shoots so much. 6.5 threes in only 19 minutes of play. That's second most in terms of threes per minute. This team has gone to 7th in 3 points attempted after 22nd last year, and he's second on the team with that many threes. It's good for them, and it's great that they're sacrificing to try and become a little bit more of a balanced team. This is great. I hope this continues for them.
It's a great job. He's got 19 minutes a night and he gets to shoot 6 threes.
That sounds like your dream job. Just come in and jack
Come
threes.
off the bench, it'd be awesome. Doing a great job.
His pace only slower than Maurice Spates.
At getting
Threes,
3
like,
points
per minute play.
I don't know what's crazier about that. Miles or Maurice Spates getting them up more. There's lots of other guys out there, of course, too, paying off dividends. Kyrie Irving, Oladipo. Let's hear from you, though. Jump on Twitter, #TheStarters. Help us out. Help Trey out with his portfolio. Overvalued teams, undervalued teams, blue chippers, and dividends. Okay, when we come back, we got worst of the week. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome back to the show. It's time for a Friday staple here on the program. It's time for Worst of the Week.
Ladies and gentlemen, the worst of the week.
This week's Worst of the Week is us.
What?
Earlier in the
Come
week,
on, man, what?
Earlier in the week, we came up with the top 10 funniest ejections in NBA history.
Yes.
Now, as you guys told us on social media, we left off some classics, some great ones. So that's why we're the worst. Maybe we could have done a better job compiling that list. So to make it up to you, here are the 5 leftover ejections that maybe could have been on that list. At number 5, Don Nelson kicked out a minute 33 into the game. We actually tried to check with the Elias Sports Bureau to see if this was the quickest ejection. They couldn't tell us because they started keeping track only a decade ago. But a minute 33,
It's probably.
it's probably the fastest one.
Oh, and Joey's playing a part.
That's his
If it's
record.
not, it's his anyways.
Yeah.
At number 4, 2002 Lakers Blazers. Scottie Pippen ejected in the second quarter by official Bennett Salvatore. Chucks the ball, and the Rose Garden crowd, they responded by tossing dozens of cute commemorative Bill Walton stuffed dolls onto the floor, which was really incredible because Bill Walton was actually calling the nationally televised game with Marv.
Almost a tribute.
and
Yeah, you would have
Snapper,
loved
yeah.
it.
At number 3, you remember the Clippers-Thunder rivalry. It was fantastic. This is a double ejection, actually, by Serge Ibaka and Matt Barnes, but Matt Barnes steals the show. As he's walking out, takes his 2 kids with him.
They got ejected too.
I'm taking my twins, I'm
Sorry.
going home.
It's only fair.
Whole family gets ejected.
Yep. Every Barnes has to leave the building to get kicked out.
Oh, it'd been so good if Joey Crawford was over there. Like, you're out of here, kid. You're out of here, kid.
Cute kids.
At number 2, Back to 91 when NBA referee Steve Javie ejected Hoops, the then Washington Bullets mascot. Now the reason was that Hoops right there was making gestures to incite the crowd against the refs.
That's what he's supposed to do.
I know,
isn't
after Javie had already ejected Never Nervous Purvis Ellison.
he could have ejected him just for that mascot outfit.
Hey,
Really.
I love that mascot. We gotta bring that mascot back.
man.
Bring back weird objects.
He doesn't want to leave.
At number 1, Tim Hardaway's 14-game tenure with the Nuggets was memorable for this, unfortunately. As he's ejected, he's going to leave his mark.
Oh no, Tim, no, Tim!
Not the monitor!
He tossed the monitor!
Not impressed.
Daryl Armstrong replugs it back in.
Yeah.
Fan favorite.
This is, it screams like wrestling to me, right? It's
Yeah.
like, you gotta take
for
off the
sure.
monitor from the Spanish announcer's table before someone gets put through it.
Fined and suspended for that.
There you go. When we come back, we continue with the list. We got the top 10 plays of the week. A lot of defense in this one. And a little Donovan Mitchell. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the starters. Welcome back to the starters, where it's time to count down the top 10 plays of the week, and we start at number 10. It just makes sense. The Knicks. Check out this play at the end of the half. Tim Hardaway Jr.
Nice.
in midair.
Jarrett Jack's full court passes have improved a little from earlier.
Yeah, it's true.
That's amazing.
Beating the buzzer and had a little Timmy shimmy there.
Oh yeah, we've seen a few of those this year.
Very nice.
At number 9, this Karl Anthony Towns dunk is monstrous. On Kelly Olynyk.
Go ahead, Lee. Just go ahead.
Ooh, Catman, dude.
We gotta leave him out of the top 10. We gotta stop this.
Yeah, it's getting a little crazy. 2 beautiful dimes at number 8. Darius Saric to Bobby Cove there. Yeah, check this little no look, little flip there. Whoop. Nice finish. One more. Tyus Jones nutmegging Mike's spot. And Gibson, I think, was a little surprised
Yeah.
almost at first, but finished it. What a pass.
That was
from
late in the
Jones.
fourth, too.
Yeah.
Number 7, Joel Embiid does it at both ends.
Get out.
You can call him Embiid Entris. It's very hard to say. Ambidextrous, Embiid Entris, Embiid Entris, Embiid Entris. Anyways, that's beautiful, and that's beautiful right there as well.
Big man running the floor. You got to
Running it hard.
At number 6, Aaron Gordon going baseline with the double pump.
Oh yeah, that's a standard Aaron Gordon.
Yeah, this is nice. He had a beautiful windmill in this game
Yeah.
as well in the fast break, but we love this one. In traffic and the pump. Oh,
Fine, I'll watch him in the dunk contest
Yeah,
again.
Yeah,
that'd be
fine.
great. 3 blocks here at number 5. Bismack Biyombo, the big lefty. This is monstrous.
Miles turned him away at the rim.
Yeah, nice.
Cousins goes for the steal, doesn't get that, but Andre Iguodala is blocked by DeMarcus. Oh, that's great. That's great.
break a wrist there.
Fantastic blocks this week, including Giannis Antetokounmpo getting Damian Lillard.
What in
Dame
flies.
thought he was gone for sure. Beautiful.
It's a block party. At number 4, Donovan Mitchell. Skies
Oh man,
For the
how did
U.
he dunk that?
in the Staples Center. I'm calling it right now. Donovan Mitchell is going in the dunk contest,
Ooh.
and he'll be the runner-up.
Called
I'm
it.
calling
You called
I'm
it right
calling
here.
I don't know
Will
why.
Barton, game-winning layup right here. As time ticking down, gets the ball at half. I got this. Wins the game for the Denver Nuggets.
Oh, a little Kyrie Irving-like
Yeah.
flair on that layup.
Yeah.
Tough shot.
What language is that? English?
Probably.
At number 2, Dwight Howard with the crossover, yes, and then the dunk. Crosses up Pirtle, and then 2-hand slams on Serge Ibaka.
Excuse me.
Is this Flashback Friday or something?
Yeah,
Yeah, give me an all-over print sweatshirt. We're going back to 2K9.
Yeah.
that is massive.
At number 1, 2 huge LeBron blocks from the same game. Gets Torian Prince.
Oh, yeah.
No, you can't go at him.
I mean,
That's a nice move from Prince, but
What a block. And then as time ticking down in the game, Dennis Schroeder goes by him, but no, he gets pinned by the King. 25 seconds left.
watch how high he gets here. I was at the Fortress, and I yelped like a little girl on both of these blocks.
wow, that's the Iguodala block.
Weird yell.
Yeah.
Yeah, was that a yelp or I don't know what that was? It looked like a goat.
Would you just leave a review?
Don't yell.
When we come back, Lily, hits us with a very solid play. This is where he yelps. Back with the starters, the smooth tunes on the Drop Podcast today. We fired up the pun gun. It was NBA Yacht Rock. We've asked for your suggestions on Twitter. Hashtag NBA Yacht Rock, hashtag the starters. Trey, you got a few of the best answers.
This is beautiful. I kind of want to just let it play out a
Yeah,
little bit.
man.
But the tweets. Going round says, Steely Dan Tony, love it.
Oh, good.
Gerald, what a folks believes. And another one, but it's not as good. Luke Bonner says, Marquise Chris is on my list.
Nice.
Howard Bagg with Bebe Nagara, I love your way. And Brett Barry coming through with Kevin Love will keep us together. These are beautiful.
Great.
All day.
Great tweets for Friday.
Yeah, Yacht Rock, keep them tweets going.
Last night, wow, Tass needed it to stay alive. He picked the Bucks. He got it correct. We're all tied up. Lee and Tass are. Me and Trey, we're good. These guys have a tiebreaker situation here because November is obviously over. Our pick'em payoff is set for next Wednesday, December 6th at 7 p.m. Eastern. It is called the Make Weight Challenge. That's all we're telling you. So it's between Tass and Lee. One game to decide who will be doing the payoff next week. And here are their picks. Pistons and Wizards. Tass has the Wiz at home without John Wall. Lee's got the Pistons. Tass just told you to sell on the Pistons, so this will be very, very interesting.
You buying on the Wizards?
Good luck to both of you. Again, next week, the payoff happens tonight on NBA TV. It's Wolves, it's Thunder. That should be a good one. Getting started very, very shortly here on the network. Lily, where are we going for VSP?
Going back to Boston for a beautiful inbounds pass play here from the Celtics. Bainesy and Tates get it going and then find Kyrie for a beautiful under and half finish. That's what I call a very solid play.
Talked about the puns already on today's drop. We also stepped on the beach to read your emails, and the guys shared some Kyrie Irving-like wisdom.
You know, some pistachios just can't be cracked.
Okay.
When life throws you a basketball, shoot it.
You're all about getting buckets.
Your habits are bits of you.
Check out the Drop Podcast up on Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen to your podcasts. All right, say goodbye to these mustaches. Rick and Todd have been great sports for all of November, raising those stashes. We raised over $1,400. Let's give it up for Rick and Todd.
Beautiful,
The stashes are coming off. Unfortunately, still fails in comparison to Lee's Merv Hughes-inspired Hannibal mustache, but great job, guys.
Thanks for joining us, folks. Have a great weekend. And remember, we know nothing about money, so don't listen to us.
Face the weekend, people.